Johns just put on a pretty dominant performance against Dan Arqueta. Wasn't expecting that. Dan Arqueta was looking pretty alright in that first round. He just went a little too heavy with his wrestling too early, I think, and he gassed out a little bit, it appeared. He just came out a bit too strong, and like, yeah, it was a good performance by Miles John. Dan Arquetta's striking defense doesn't look to be the best. He was getting he was getting knocked all over the place. He was getting knocked silly by Miles Johns. Like he was landing big jabs that were just sending Dan Arquetta all over the place. Like this guy was literally he was getting some frequent flyer miles in this fight. It was literally when Miles Johns would jab him, he would literally go to the other side of the octagon. Like yeah, I don't know if they were off balance knockdowns or if it was like genuine knockdowns, but man was going flying in this fight against Miles Johns. Miles Johns, he looked really good though in this fight. He looked very improved. He looked a bit tired himself though. It was weird to see, two bantamweights that gas, but it was a very high-paced fight though, to be fair to them. Like it was very high pace, especially a lot of grappling, and grappling always tires people out, especially when Dan Arquetta is literally shooting takedown after takedown. It's gonna tire both men out, but Dan Arquetta especially was very tired. He did make a big mistake in think it was the second round where he went for a guillotine and he jumped guillotine. Never jump guillotines in MMA. It never works out for you. Like it never works out. That's something people need to know. Never jump the guillotines. You'll always notice it. It never works, man. Just don't do it. It's one of my number one rules. Just don't jump the guillotine. Because you get a nice guillotine, or you're literally on your back now, and you got no escape. Like you're literally just flat on your back. It's like it never pays off. Especially nowadays, I think MMA is evolving to the point where guillotines are going to get harder and harder to get. So yeah, don't jump the gilly. That's my opinion. But sometimes it works out, but in this case, it didn't for Dan Arqueta. It also seemed like Dan Arqueta burned his arms out quite a bit because he was going for a lot of submission attempts that weren't properly in, so he's just burning his arms out for no reason. But yeah, really good performance from Miles Johns. Bounces back. I believe he was coming off a loss to. No, no, no. He beat. Oh no, he beat Vince Morales, but it was a very unentertaining fight. So a lot of people were saying he lost, and then he lost to John Castaneda before that. But yeah, two-fight winning streak. He's not a bad fighter, Miles Johns. I did think Dan Arquette would get this one done, just because I was very impressed with him against Ronnie Lawrence. But I guess Miles Johns is very good himself. He does have a win against Adrian Yanez, who is ranked. So he's got some good wins. Beat Vince Morales. He beat Vince Morales, but obviously not the most entertaining fight by any means. But still, you know, Miles Johns is on the up, 29 years old. So it'd be interesting to see what they do next for both men. Bantamweight's one of them just killer divisions where there's so many killers that who knows who Miles Johns is going to be fighting next, like it's just, yeah, great division. I love Bantamweight, man. Such a good division. But yeah, unfortunate for Dan Arquette though, but he'll be back. I still rate him pretty highly. He's a good fighter, but maybe Miles Johns is just a tough matchup for him here, man. But yeah, we'll see what happens next for both men, but it should be interesting. Bantamweight's always just, like I say, always a good division. But yeah, th thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time.